So we got woken up to a waterbed. It's not a good situation. Trying to get out of as fast as we can. The river has risen up like 3 or 4 feet last night. Yeah, that's the tent right there. And Jody's already got his moved. His was even further underwater right there, and it's continuing to rise. So we're gonna get out of here as fast as we can. It's a good thing we got everything up when we did, because this river is about to become part of this campground, and there are like huge logs floating down the river. It's just rising and rising. So we got out of here, I think, just in the nick of time. I guess that's another case for flip-flops too. I didn't have to get my shoes wet. We'll see if I don't drop them in the water though. All right, we're gonna get back up trail side and get things situated. Alright, so we're stopped. I don't even remember what campsite this is, do you? Chisel Branch. I think this is Chisel Branch, so we stopped to make some breakfast since we were flooded out of our breakfast spot this morning. Jody's eating some oatmeal over there. I'm about to make some pour-over coffee. I upped my coffee game this time, so we're going to do that, and then I got some oatmeal as well to make. So, alright, so I'm going to drink this coffee and eat my oatmeal, and we're going to get back on the road. It'll be nice and warm. Nice and filling because it's like 45 degrees out here right now, but it's gonna continue to get warmer and we're all done with the rain, so it should be good weather from here on out. Well, since we needed some more adventure, we weren't having enough adventure. I looked down at my bike here after we were done eating the oatmeal, and my front tire was completely flat. So at least we were at a campsite here with a picnic table and everything. So I took it all apart and I pumped up the tube, and I couldn't find anything in the tire or in the tube, and the tube held air, but that was while the pump was attached. So I'm thinking maybe that it's a leak in the valve stem or something, because I didn't hear it hiss. It was fine when we pulled off the trail, 10 feet away. So I think maybe the valve stem failed or something like that. So I got a new tire in, ready to go, but didn't see any punctures or anything in the sidewall. So more adventure. Can't go on an adventure and complain when there's an adventure. So, all right, we're finally gonna hit the road after our hour or so stop, and continue on to, I think Brunswick is the next place, like 30 miles away. Well, we're at Horsepin Branch. This is where we were gonna try and make it last night, but the train was late, so we didn't have time. But I'm glad we didn't stay here, because this is even more flooded than the place we stayed at. I've camped right next to the picnic table right there, and it looks like someone potentially got caught last night too. There's a tent over here that is under like 3 feet of water. I don't think there would be anyone in it, because you would have probably gotten woken by the cold water. But there's still a shirt hanging out to dry too. I don't know. Or it's someone that's staying here a little bit more long term. Not sure. But glad we didn't go all the way here. Although we could have camped up here, but we would have never known that it was going to get this steep. In some spots, the canal and both the river are almost up to the level of the towpath, like within an inch. That's just crazy. I've never seen it this flooded. $1835. That's old. So this is the alternative crossing that we're supposed to use because the bridge was washed out several years ago. And well, this is definitely not passable. I'm sure that's, I don't know, might even be 6 feet deep there. Maybe even more. So that is definitely not passable. And there's really no way back to a road or anything. So we're gonna have to find a way. Might have to float across on our air mattresses. That is deep. We came by on the train on Saturday going into Washington and I could see this and it was just like a 3-foot patch of water going over the trail, but it's completely submerged. What do you think?
I'm not walking across that. Definitely gonna have to find a different way.
Maybe we'll build a raft out of logs. All right, so we teleported across. I'm not gonna reveal how we got across, but we got across. Hopefully they fix this bridge soon because the obviously the low water crossing is not adequate when it's flooding or rained. But this thing's been out. We came here in 2016 when I was on 2018 when I was on a trip with my dad, and this same bridge was out. It's been out that long. Hopefully they do something about it soon because it's not sure what it is, red tape or something, but they need to fix it soon. All right, so we're gonna carry on to Brunswick and stop at the dollar store. Joey's gonna get just some warmer sweatpants for tonight just because it's gonna get cold just in case. And we're gonna go to the brewery there. I think it's Smokehouse Brewery. I don't know, but we're gonna go to a brewery there and then get something to eat and a beer and then probably go to Harpers Ferry and hopefully make it to Huckleberry Hill. And hopefully that's not flooded because we passed Bald Eagle and there wasn't even a blade of grass that wasn't submerged. So gonna carry on. All right, so we got everything we needed at the Dollar General and we're gonna head our way to Smoketown Brewery. I think I called it Smokehouse Brewery earlier, but Smoketown Brewery. Jody got some more clothes and we got a little resupply. It's the first restock since DC. So we got, let's see, I think about 6 miles to Harpers Ferry. Check that out, and then another mile to Huckleberry Hill, where we're hoping to camp. So, time to head off to that brewery. Well-deserved beer, let me tell you. All right, so we just enjoyed a beer, a very large pretzel, and some macaroni bites. So we are gonna head on our way to Harpers Ferry now. Really good beer here too, by the way.
All day today. Haven't seen. And you say, well, the ranger's supposed not to stay at one of the campsites, that you stay at one of the locks instead.
So we just went under the Harpers Ferry Bridge, and while we were at the brewery, a couple of people told us that going over the bridge is closed and going underneath it's closed. Apparently there's a loose barge and all this flooding upstream, and they don't want anyone on the bridge or under it on a car or a vehicle or a bicycle, because they're afraid that this barge that's stuck in a dam right now is going to. All right, so we made it past all the crazy barge stuff, past a few more park rangers slash rescue people, and made it to Huckleberry Hill, where we're camping tonight. So we're still very, very cautious about this. We set up our tents right here. The towpath is up over here. Gonna leave most of the stuff on the bikes just in case something happens. So just in case something happens, most of the stuff's on the bike or easy to pack up, and we could just literally put the tent on the towpath. We also came up with a ingenious stick idea. So we stuck it where the watermark is. Down there. Kind of hard to see, but it's right there. Just to kind of observe the level, whether it's going up or down, and we agreed that if it's going up or going up at all, we've been here for probably at least an hour or two. We agreed that if it was going up, we would just not even camp right here. There's actually a little spot right on the towpath where they cleared an area at the height of the towpath they must have stored cinder there or something. We said we just set up there, so if anything happens, we can set up there. But I think we're going to be all right. We'll keep an eye on things, but it's going to get down to 38 tonight. Yeah, I think it was probably that cold last night, so I'm going to be prepared for that too. I got some extra toe warmers and some hand warmers just in case. But I got a 30-degree bag. I think Joey's got a 40, but he's got some extra clothes to make up for that. So we're just gonna start cooking dinner and then go to bed. But nice view of the river here. It's a lot closer than I think it normally is. It's a nice campground. There's plenty of area here. You could have a couple groups of people, no problem. It's too bad they don't have more than one picnic table. They really should do that. I don't think it would cost that much more. So, anyway, good night, and we'll see you guys on the next one.